Alright, so can you state your name or
Tasha.
nickname, whatever you prefer to do?
Mimi, but I prefer Tasha.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna ask you some questions on relationships.
Right.
And I want your opinion. And sometimes if I might ask you a question and you feel uncomfortable with it, you can just say next question or whatever you prefer to do. It's up to you.
I'm ready.
Alright. So, what's your opinion on love?
It depends. Like, what do you mean by love? Relationship, friendship, family, wise, like what?
Just in general, like, love.
The word love, period.
Yeah.
Love? I don't even say love is a word. It's more of an emotion. I look at it as an emotion. It just depends on the situation. Like, family is unconditional love, regardless.
Alright, so explain each one.
Okay, my look on family love. I can get mad at my family, but I'm still love them regardless. Relationship-wise, it's like more of a choice. You don't have to love that person. You can just be like, okay, you leave. Friend-wise, it's more of a choice. Like, that's your friend. It's more of family. And then it's between like relationship and family love, because that's like a best friend, basically.
Like, cause like you can vibe with them more. You can be more personal with them to a certain extent.
To a certain extent, like family. At the same time, it's not too close to like a relationship love, but it's in between family and family and relationship. You can't compare these three of them together at all.
Right, we got their own type of love.
Categories right there. That's the.
All right, so what about boyfriend girlfriend love?
Boyfriend girlfriend love. Like it's in what? Like trusting or like what? Just the point of love them?
Just love, like I'm just keeping it simple. I think a little too hard on it. Just keep it simple, because people, when they be in relationships, you gotta look at it as, okay, we dating. Do I see myself falling in love with this person?
I'm just gonna speak on from my experience. I just got a 7-year relationship on and out. Like, I love that guy regardless now. It's to the point like I can't easily let him go. Like, it's like a family love. It's like all the three loves put together. It's like I can't let him go. It's like it's gonna be taking time to let that part of him go, or that part of me go. So I would say relationship love is deep. Because that's somebody that you can, it's not like family love, because family will never leave you like a person in a relationship will leave you. You leave, it's like you'll never see that person again. Family-wise, you might get a chance to, like in a relationship, it's hard. That's something strong. So when you use the word love in a relationship, you got to make sure that that's what you really mean.
Right. All right. Also, growing up, seeing your parents and, your opinion on their relationship, do it affect you on how you, like, do your relationships with another guy?
Today?
Like, let me rephrase that. So I kind of like just gibbered a little bit.
All right.
But growing up and you seen your parents.
Right.
And do you base your relationship from what you experienced by looking at your mother and father?
It has a big deal. It does. It does a big impact, because my dad wasn't together with my mom, but I was spending time with my dad and I was spending time with my mom, so it was like that showed a big impact. And like as I got older, my dad wasn't around that much, and so quote unquote, my mom would say, when I date, don't look for a father in a man. So it's like, from what I've seen them experience with their relationship, I try not to make my relationship based on what I see my mom and my dad went through. So you have to be careful to base your relationship on what you want and not what you experience with your parents and your father and mother, because it's hard.
Okay. And do you feel sex plays a big role in relationships?
I would say yes and no. It depends on the people. It really depends on the person. Like, the female might have, her sex drive might not be as high as his. He might have a high sex drive. They like each other. You know what I'm saying? Been in a relationship for a while, but I'm not saying they're going to base it on sex, but if she can't give him what he needs, it's like he's going to slowly fall away from her. That's just being honest. Sex doesn't play a big part, but it's going to play a part in a relationship, truly.
And it's based if the relationship is physical. Because I know a lot of people that's in relationships, they tend, well, it's a very small percentage, let me correct that. It's a very small percentage of people that's in relationships and try to wait for marriage. Then, you know, sometimes your hormones get the best of you.
Right.
And you tend to try to make that person loosen up some, you know, have sex.
Right, but at
the same time, you know, a lot of people get physical. So
I look at it in my day and age. It's very few that I see wait on marriage. It's very few. I know that. Well, I don't know that. I don't think I know like maybe one or two that believe in premarital. Like, I mean, don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? It's like nowadays, I don't know what's going on with these our age kids, but right now our sex drives are just like you deal with a person, you date a person for so long. I guess back to basing a relationship on sex.
And because a lot of people confuse lust with love.
Right.
And sometimes you be so physically entwined with the person that your emotions get the best of you from a physical aspect. And sometimes people should connect with the person from an emotional standpoint without the physical portion first. Then the sex mean more in the long run.
Lust
if you look at it from that.
Looking at lust and love?
Not looking at lust and love, but just people who do physical first, they get the emotional connection later. But if you do it the opposite way, when you think it'll last longer, do you agree or disagree?
I don't know. That's a good one because I've met young ladies and I've met guys that might meet a chick at the club and go home, and after that they text me 2 days later, I love you. You know what I'm saying? After that, I did the wham. So it could be vice versa. A person might have sex with you. A person might not like you at that. You know what I'm saying? Might not think they're gonna love or love you before y'all have sex, and once y'all have sex, it's like, damn. You know?
Mm-hmm. Then
on the other hand, it might be the person already loves you. And then, you know what I'm saying? Sexual intercourse will be like, that's what I've been waiting for. You know, so it's hard to really answer that question. It's like I wouldn't say.
What do you think?
Have sex and be like, yeah, I know I'm in love if I have sex. I wouldn't say that. I would say if you really digging this person, it is what it is. But if you're not, you just, you know what I'm saying, going for that, then let it be known.
Right. I agree with you on that one because you have brought up a particular topic. Because a lot of people be in relationships, not even say be in relationships, but they are fake a relationship to get something they want.
Right.
And once they get what they want, they back out of the relationship. So, do you agree or disagree with some of that? And
I agree.
And can you explain why?
Okay. I've actually. I didn't want to use food. Okay, but I'm going to ask you fast. We wide open. I have actually dated a person for just their sexual, because it's like I couldn't love him. It was like more of what he was doing for me sexually, not you know what I'm saying, financially. It was never that. It was just more sexually, you know what I'm saying? And at a point, it's not good to do that because at the same time, you leading a person on to a point, it starts to bother a person mentally.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say that's a good thing to do. But most people, if you do choose to just use a person for sexual favors, let's say financially, or you just there, so you know what I'm saying, because you feel bad for that person, and you trying to make yourself love that person, I wouldn't advise you to do that. It's not a good thing to do. Because it leads people on to the point, that's when emotions get put in that situation, and the emotions shouldn't be there.
Okay. So it's better just be...
I'm trying to answer.
All right. Give me one moment.